My name is Kenneth William Bryant. I've been in the renovating game for 18 years. An investor for 15. I have done a total of 36 renovations. I take homes that look like this and turn them into this. Welcome to Catapulting Change. Yo, what's going on? It's your boy KB with Catapulting Change coming to you live on this. Thank God it's Monday. Man, what a beautiful day. I know it's windy and cold out there. I've been out there working all day, running back and forth, getting lumber. I was actually working out on the site with some of my guys. So anyways, guys, I want to jump on here and talk about generational wealth. This is very important. See, most of us are just living our life day for day, and this is a major problem. Until you get to the point that you actually structure your life and you have a plan and you start focusing on that plan, and on top of that, you start investing into things that create residual passive income. There's a lot of different opportunities out there, guys. You have to stop thinking traditionally. You got to start thinking like an entrepreneur and start living life by your design. This is very critical. So many people are not living their life by design, and it's really sad to me because you guys really can live your best life. But you got to focus on that residual passive income. And what that residual passive income will do is it will start to create generational wealth. What do I mean by that? So let me help you guys understand. Generational wealth is wealth after you're gone. Okay. Did you hear what I said? Wealth after you're gone. So when you're gone, there's still wealth being created because you have residual passive income, but you may also have businesses on autopilot. How do you get businesses on autopilot? Well, you got to start to create systems, build teams, teach and educate. Exactly what I'm doing right now, guys. The whole reason why I jump on these calls for free, nobody pays me for these calls. Okay. Do I get paid in other areas? Yes. But this is my way of giving back to the community because I'm very passionate about teaching and educating. I have acquired a level of success that most people never get to experience in their life. And the thing is, I'm only 37 years old. I started doing this full time at 15. I bought my first house at 19. Uneducated then. Did I go through some loss? Yeah. I went through bankruptcy. I lost my ex. I lost my kids. I lost pretty much everything in my life, but I never lost focus. I made it my life point to learn as much as I can. And I'm still learning, guys. I will never, ever stop learning. I will always be a student for the rest of my life. Did you hear me now? I will always be a student for the rest of my life. I will never, ever get complacent. I will never, ever think that I am the best. I will never, ever think that I know it all. I will never, ever stop learning, guys. I will continue to invest into my education each and every day. So let's talk about some of the things that creates generational wealth. So what I have done was I actually have 8 life insurance policies right now that are universal life insurance policies. Now, a little disclaimer real quick before I give you guys all of my knowledge and all my experience and expertise. I am not a attorney and I am not a CPA. So if you have questions for an attorney or a CPA, feel free to reach out to them, or you can reach out to me. I can refer you to someone that I may work with or someone that I would recommend. So I'm just telling you based off my results, what I've done and what I do so that I can help you take control of your life and live your life by design. So again, I have 8 life insurance policy, universal life insurance policies. So what these do is they actually gain you a percentage. They are making money for you. So that's prime example of putting your money to work so that your money makes money for you. Is that the most aggressive type of investment? No, it's not, but I love it because it's guaranteed. I can set it and forget about it. And as you scale up, as you make more money, you can actually purchase more of those. There is no limit to them. It's not illegal to buy a bunch of them because you're investing into something that is going to make sure that the next generation is taken care of no matter what. Literally, I believe that you guys can purchase one life insurance policy and the next generation will be okay, but they won't because they don't understand money. So it would be a great idea to purchase that, but also you have to teach the next generation about money. So what I do is I flip money. I've been doing it all my life. Now, years ago when I was bad, when I dropped out of high school and I was facing 30 years in prison for counterfeit money, drug possession, all that kind of stuff, I was doing bad things then, but I was a kid. I didn't know better. It was the environment I was living in, etc. No excuses. I changed my life. We are all capable of change. I don't care if you come from the street. I don't care if you come from another country. I don't care if you just think that you don't believe in yourself. I'm here to tell you that you are capable of greatness. And I need you to believe in yourself. I need you to stop making excuses. I need you to look in the mirror and say, I am special. I am creative. I am incredible. I am smart and I will, I must, and I can make it happen. Say it with me now. I will, I must, and I can make it happen. I will, because I said so. I must because my family is dependent on me. I can because I'm willing and I'm able. Whatever you want to say to yourself, guys, listen, I'm just telling you what I do. This stuff is powerful. It's all mental. You got to get to the point where you believe and then you take massive action. Okay. It's very important. That's why I'm going to consistently on these lives, I'm going to be talking about some powerful stuff when it comes to the mindset where you get to the point that you actually believe and you go and make it happen no matter what, even if that person next to you says you can't, even if your spouse says you can't, even if you say you can't, you say, hey, you listen to me now. I'm telling you, will, you must, and you can go and make it happen. Another great investment that I've made over the years is real estate. So, for those of you that know me, I buy houses, I fix them up and sell them, but I also buy houses, fix them up, refinance them, and hold on to them. And I pay the mortgage on it, and then I end up renting it out. For example, I'm going to be investing into another property here shortly where the purchase price is 5,000. The renovation is around 95 to 100,000. ARV is around 180 to 220. So there's some equity in the property as well. So what I'm going to do is use private funds where I use my private investor funds, qualified retirement accounts, qualified investment vehicles, and basically investors that are accredited that want to invest, that do invest into my organization. And I take that money and I acquire the property because you cannot get those property from the bank's not going to give you the money for this property. That's why they're sitting. So that's why us as a community, we got to come together. You got to invest into each other. Some of you could be lenders, some of you could be wholesalers, some of you could be investors. There's a lot of different opportunities in the real estate market, but that is a great way to build generational wealth by buying investment properties. So one of the things I'm doing for my kids when they graduate from high school, they don't know this yet, is they're both going to have rental properties, and these rental properties are free and clear, which means there's no mortgage attached to it. Also, they're producing between 1,400 and 1,600 a month residual passive income. Will there be issues with tenant? Maybe, maybe not, but it's less than likely with my properties because my properties are the best. There's not many properties out there like mine, especially when it comes to rental investors. They don't care. It's lipstick on a pig. So when you bring a great product to the marketplace, people are going to love it, but you're also going to be able to sleep at night so that you can focus on building your portfolio so that you get more investment properties. Okay, so that's real estate. Another thing that I do is I trade forex, I trade crypto, and I also trade stocks. Look, you cannot go wrong with stocks. I'm going to tell you guys with stocks, I would say the only thing you do is invest into companies that you love. Okay. Invest in the companies that you love and do some research on them. See if they're growing, see if their business model is feasible, see if it's sustainable, and see if it's profitable. And then invest into those companies by buying a stock. And this is what I'm trying to get at is in the next 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years is when you will see real magic happen in there. So stocks, I buy them, I forget about them. Okay. I buy them, I forget about them. There are sometimes I trade stocks, but I don't really like trading stocks too much. So what I do is I trade Forex and I trade crypto. I'm able to jump into Forex and crypto market and snatch a couple $1,000s out in less than, 20, 30 minutes. If I really focused on it, I could develop hundreds of thousands of dollars per day. Actually, it's just my construction business and my real estate business and my academy is taking up most of my time. So what I'm doing right now is I'm actually building teams myself and systems so that I can replicate myself in the construction side and the real estate side, and then from there I can start focusing on other opportunities that I'm interested in. I really enjoy trading a lot. It's very lucrative, it's very emotional, but that's what I love. I love being a problem solver. I love controlling my emotions because that's what it is, guys. Sometimes we get into a bad mood because of the way we reacted or some of the words we say. Sometimes we get into a great mood because of some of the words that we say, right? Or the way that we reacted. So I guarantee if you smile, you're gonna be happy. But if you walk out of the house and you got the eyebrows scrunched up and you got the mouth shut and you just got this mean mug on your face, you're gonna have a bad day. It's literally what you put out into the universe is what you get back, guys. That's why it's so important to focus on your mindset. Focus on getting to the best version of yourself. When you become the best version of yourself, that is where you start to walk into greatness. And I'm here to tell you that it's possible, but you have to start living your life by design. You got to start investing into your own businesses. You got to start teaching and educating. You got to start investing. You got to start thinking untraditionally. We're all being taught the basic way of living in public schools. Listen, guys, I'm not going to sit here and beat up public schools. I don't believe in the traditional educational system, but this is the reality. The public schools are there, paid by taxpayers to provide educations for those that are less fortunate. I went to a public school. Okay. I dropped out in the ninth grade because, again, I was uneducated. I was getting into a lot of trouble. But schools are a blessing. It gives you the basic principles in life. And if you actually make it through to 12th grade, you've already somewhat had success in your life. Now you can level up and go to the next level. Now, I'm pushing for my kids to graduate from high school, right? Because I haven't graduated, and neither did my parents, and neither did my parents' parents, and it's just basically 7 generations of, failure. They're successful in the work, industry, in the job market, hard working. My whole family's hard working. That's where I get my work ethic from. Like, my work ethic is ridiculous. Can't nobody outwork me. You just can't. I'm too driven. It's too many years of experience, and it's nearly impossible to outwork me because it takes a very level of discipline to be able to work hard. And I'm not just talking about 8 hours, I'm talking about 16, 18, 20. There's been times that I worked 3 days straight, slept an hour each day, 3 hours in 3 days. Come on, let's go. Like, it's when it's go time, it's go time. I have to turn it on. And that's my biggest problem, is it's hard for me to turn it off. I'm 120 miles an hour all the time, guys. I do not slow down. I take breaks standing up, working, sometimes eating in one hand while on the computer or on the phone, or I even have a screw gun in my hand or a nail gun. I'm just like that. Like, I have to multitask. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, right? We all have the same 24 hours in a day. The only reason why successful people in business, keyword business, successful people in business become more successful is because you start to teach and educate and build teams. When you get four of you, five of you, six of you, seven of you, eight of you that understand what you understand, then you become more powerful as a team. We, the people, when we come together, when we form teams where we level up and step into that leadership role, and we start to teach and educate people in the community. See, this is the thing. Some people are teaching people things that they've never even been successful in. So, for example, you got some people out here talking about Bitcoin, but they never even traded Bitcoin. Now, I'm not saying don't talk about it, but don't act like you know what's up with it if you don't even know how to read a chart, because at the end of the day, like, just listening to the news and the people around you, I'm telling you, this is not what you listen to. When everybody else says buy, you don't buy. Now, I'm not saying I don't buy. I know when to, because I'm a technical analysis trader. So I know how to analyze and read the charts. That's the difference. But when everybody else says don't buy, that's when I'm buying. So a lot of times I'm doing the opposite of what everybody else is doing. And you look, that's because I understand what's happening. And I also know that I make money when I buy, not when I sell. You're still gonna make money when you sell, but you really make the money when you buy, because it's all on how you buy it, which dictates how you're gonna sell it. Some people are buying too high. Some people are not buying at the right moment. Some people are buying negative already. You got to know exactly what you're doing. You got to get analytical in life, and you got to study. You got to master your craft. You got to spend so many hours failing before you start to succeed, right? You have to spend so many hours failing before you succeed. Okay? This is very important, guys. You will continue to fail every time you try something different. Stop worrying about failure. Stop creating those illusions that do not exist, and start working on that generational wealth, guys. You want money for the next 7, 8 generations producing. The only reason why the money wouldn't continue to produce for the next 7 to 8 generations is because you didn't create systems or teams to automate your businesses and your investments so that you could start to replicate yourself, and your business can run without you. That's what I'm focusing on right now. Listen, I'm not exactly free yet. The whole reason why I got into entrepreneurship and business and investments and all that is to free myself, because I believe at 50 years old, that's when your life is really getting started. You should be grinding through your teenage, 20s, 30s, 40s. Okay. And then towards your late 40s, you start to slow down. I told you guys I'm 37. So my initial goal was to slow down around 50, but it's looking like 40 at the rate of speed that I've been going. So it's absolutely incredible. I have a little over 6,000 a month residual passive income coming in from different avenues. This is money regardless if I get out of the bed or not. I don't have to trade for that money. I don't have to invest into real estate for that money. I don't have to do a kitchen remodel for that money. This is money coming in regardless if I get out of the bed or not. That is an incredibly awesome feeling because when you have money coming in, regardless if you have to go out and get it or not, is the moment that you become the best version of you. Is the moment that you're able to serve your customers, your clients, your family, etc. It's very important to get you taken care of so you can take care of the people around you. Okay. I cannot stretch this enough. It is very important, guys. Make sure you're investing into yourself on a daily basis to get you right so that you can take care of the people around you. My goal is 20,000 a month residual passive income. And it's taken me about 6 years to get to where I'm at right now, almost around 6,000, right? Residual passive income. That's not my transactional income. I got a ton of transactional income, cash flow coming in every single day, every single week, etc. Because I own multiple businesses. I am a serial entrepreneur. I specialize in taking basic businesses and growing them out of control. Now, see, this is the thing. What I do, I love, but I can take and teach anyone out there how to build a business. It's all the same things. Thanks for letting me take a drink. It's all the same things, guys. What it boils down to, if you want to own a successful business, no matter if you want to sell cupcakes, you want to do events, you want to teach forex, you want to do construction, you want to own assistant livings, it doesn't matter. It's all the same standards, basic principles, and that is you set up the LLC, you get your EIN number, you go get your bank account. Now you can start to do businesses. Now, if you're a specialty business like a realtor, a contractor, etc., you're going to have to take a test to get a license. This is to make sure that people at least get the basic education needed to understand what it is to run a business. Because when you go from working a job to starting a business, it's a whole different type of situations. Now, most people think because you start a business, you're automatically free from a job. No, 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 no. Don't get it twisted, guys. When you quit your job, you're going to start wearing 10 to 15 hats. So when I quit my job, over 10 years ago, is it 10 years ago? Let me see. 8 years ago. No, maybe it was 10. Between 8 and 10 years ago. Anyways, when I quit my job, I was always successful in the job market. I made between 120 to $160,000 a year. I used to run guys of 35 or more. I was a boss all my life. All my life, I've been a boss. That's just the way I'm wired. I cannot be anything different, right? So I was successful in the job market. Then I started my business. And when I started my business, I thought I was going to be free quitting that job. No, I now went from being the demolition guy, the framer, the electrician, the plumber, the HVAC, the tile guy, the drywall guy, the baseboard guy, the door guy, the estimator, the bookkeeper, the accountant, the marketing department, all of these things, like the list goes on, guys. It's a lot to own and operate a business. Like it's a lot. And if you have no money getting started, you got to be willing to sacrifice time, which might be sleep or going on vacations, etc. Like you guys see me traveling a lot now and everything, but that when I first quit my job, man, I went from taking trips to Hawaii to taking trips to the backyard. It was challenging. It was hard. We had to make a lot of sacrifices, but I do not quit. And my energy and my drive and my discipline is ridiculous. That's why I can continue to do what I do and wear those many hats because I'm a multitasking expert. Have you guys ever heard of that before? A multitasking expert. I literally can do 3 to 4 things at any given time. That's how talented I am. And all of these lives that I do, all of my videos I do not script them. I don't believe in scripts because scripts are fake. This is something you prepared to do. And when you prepare to do something, it's not going to be the same as if it's coming from the heart. You know what I'm saying? So I like to give you guys the real, the raw, and, give you guys straight to the point, give you some education that will allow you to go out there and make it happen. Look, another form of residual passive income could be buying a Amazon FBA store. So basically the FBA is fulfilled by Amazon. That's what that stands for, where You could actually sell an item for 100, give Amazon their percentage. I think it used to be like 30%. I can't remember now, because mine's actually on automation. You can actually get your Amazon store automated so that you have virtual assistants taking care of it, doing the listing, customer service, feedback, fulfillment, while you just get those direct deposits into your account. So again, guys, there are so many different ways to develop cash flow and then to develop residual passive income. So what it is you have to figure out what interests you. No matter what that is, it doesn't matter, guys. I want you to be passionate. I want you to love it. And this is what I need for you to do. I need you to start to get paid for what you love. How awesome would that be? And then when you start to get paid for what you love, then you can learn how to take the money that you've been paid and reinvest it so that your money is working for you. How awesome would that be? Let me tell you, it is extremely awesome. I love it. I love to be able to make money and then take that money and make money off my money. For those of you that never done that or don't know how to do that, it is so awesome. It's incredible. But this is how you grow 200%, 300% every single year because you're constantly reinvesting. I became so obsessed with investing that all I would do is invest all my money. And even to this day, I invest 80% of my money and I live off of 20% of it. It's very important, guys. Most successful people reinvest 70% of their income and they live off 30% of it. But unfortunately, the average person is living off 100% of their income. So they have 100% coming in. So they get $1,000 in on Friday, and then Saturday morning, it's negative $38. Oh my gosh, guys, I don't miss those days. I remember those days paying $35 overdraft fees. And by the time you paid for all your overdraft fees, it was $600. You know what I could do with $600, guys? You know how much money I gave away back in the day because I was uneducated and I didn't understand money or finances, and I just kept doing the same thing, expecting a different result. I'm just so blessed that one day I woke up and I don't know what happened to me, in my life. I've been through a lot, guys. I've been on so many different drugs. I was a drug addict and a drunk. I was facing 30 years in prison. I've almost died 3 times. So it's been challenging, and I've been through bankruptcy and I've lost so many different things. But it was once I understood money is the moment that my life really started to change. And that's when I started to read books, started to go to seminars, meetups. You know what I'm saying? And basically what I ended up doing is a lot of the stuff that I did it for free. So I didn't know, like, pricing at a kitchen. I would price it out, just say 10,000, but then it cost me 15,000. So now I lost 5,000. But you got to go through those losses to learn how it all works. I didn't have nobody to hand me the blueprint or the answers to building a business. I did that on my own. And then I hired mentors, paid them 15, 20, $30,000, 5,000, 1,000, 600, 800. The list goes on and on. And that's what it takes, guys. You have to invest into yourself. You have to invest into your education. No excuses. Look, I'm going to end this call with this. If nobody's told you this, I'm proud of you. First of all, for jumping on this call, taking 30 minutes out of your day to jump on my call. Like, you could be doing something else. You could be watching a TV show. You could be hanging out with your family. You could be working. There's a lot of different things you could do. But I'm proud of you for jumping on this call. Now, what I need for you to do is to be proud of yourself. Find out or figure out what you're proud of and say it out loud. I'm proud of you for the man that you are. I'm proud of you for the woman that you are. I'm proud that you've kept a job for 10 years. But it's time for change. Let's go ahead and start building that business. Now, look, guys, don't go and quit your job. Supplement that income and then you exit from that job. Don't be like me jumping out of the plane and trying to build the parachute on the way down. That's just the way I'm wired. I'm super high risk. I always will be. I will never get to the point where I'm scared of making an investment or decision. I base it off of data, first of all. And then, second of all, I don't use emotions to make these decisions. So become blessed, become unstoppable, and don't make any excuses. Let's go out here and build the generational wealth, not for ourselves, but for the next generation to come. But have fun while you're doing it. Travel the world, go on vacations. You know what I'm saying? Build multiple businesses, go out to eat. Whatever it is you like to do, go to concerts, have fun throughout the process. You must celebrate your wins and your losses because you're going to lose, but you're also going to win. Celebrate both of them. I go out when I lose just because it makes me feel better. I don't even care no more. Okay. I lost 20,000. Man, this steak is real good. You know what I'm saying? It's time to level up, guys. Until next time, remember, life is great. Don't be scared. Have a great week, everyone. Let's go and make it happen. No excuses. Let's go.